Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you some strategies on how you can increase your credit score by 100 points in 72 hours. Now, with these strategies, you want to use them in that 72 window time frame by executing them so you can get the most out of that increase. Now, the great news, you don't have to remove any negative item from your credit report for this to work for you. So I'm going to share you these strategies so you can get that boost in your credit score if you need to get that car, that apartment, or home, and even if you're trying to get that job. So let's jump into strategy number one. Now, the first strategy you want to execute is adding these trade lines onto your credit report. Now, keep in mind, when you add a trade line is any lent credit to report to your credit report. So this can be an auto loan, credit cards, anything that you receive lending is considered a trade line. So this is what overall makes up your credit history and your credit score on how you manage these trade lines. Now, when it comes down to your credit, there are two categories I always tell you guys to focus on, and that is payment history, which is 35% of your credit score, and utilization, which is 30% of your credit score. Now, with utilization, you can affect that part of your credit score really quickly, and it can be a dramatic change, and it changes from month to month. Now, one important part, you want to make sure you're not getting any new negative items on your credit report in this window of time. With hard inquiries, those are the easiest things to remove from your credit report. So don't worry about it. And if you go to my website, I give you a free hard inquiry removal package that you can download so you can get rid of those hard inquiries. And I leave that link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment section. If you currently have a negative item on your credit report, as long as it's not reporting late each month, you can see your score go up quickly and dramatically. Now, keep in mind, anything that looks like this, where it says CO each month, that is actually trying to keep your credit report down. And if you have any open accounts, like a back car loan that is currently active, but you're 2 months behind, you need to bring that current, because your score can't go up with a negative item dinging you every month. Now, if you're having a problem with that, I have my elite credit system where users like Sean was able to go from a 612 credit score all the way with his credit scores over 770 in a matter of 6 months. And now his score is at an 803 credit score. And he went through my business coaching, and now he has business credit. So you can handle this very quickly if you want to sign up and get my help with the coaching for your negative item if you have something new or something dinging you every month. Now, if you got a negative item and it's not reporting negatively every month, this trade line like Ava. Now, Ava is a trade line where it will use certain utilities or even subscriptions, and it will pay those subscriptions for you, but it'll report a line of credit to your credit report. This line of credit is up to $2,500, and this can help your utilization. Now, if you are a person under a 700 credit score, adding a new revolving line of credit, you can see an increase on average of 50 points added to your credit report. Now, you can do this process by adding more lines on to get you all the way up to a 700 credit score. Now, if you're a person with over that 700 credit score, the account like Ava could help you if you have really high utilization. And a lot of people right now find it very hard to pay their credit cards down because they don't have the cash flow. So if that's you in that situation, this line of credit can bring down your overall utilization. Just keep in mind, you want to make sure you don't have any credit lines close to being maxed out or maxed out, meaning a credit line over that 50% mark, because that brings down your score. You'll see a boost in your credit score slightly, but not the full effect. So you can use these strategies. And with Ava, the most important part, they actually say on their website, they're able to report within 24 hours. So with that, you can see a increase in your credit score in a 72-hour window to help you increase your score. Now, the great part about Ava, there is no hard inquiry to get approved for this line, and that will not cause your credit score to go down. And Ava reports to all of the 3 major credit bureaus. Now, the next trade line you can help to increase your credit score in that 72 hours would be aged accounts like rent reporter accounts. Now, with rent reporter accounts, this will give you credit for past payment history on your rental payments. So if you're a person that's been staying at your apartment even for 10 years or more, you haven't gotten credit for that on time positive payment history. And with rent reporter accounts, it can backdate that good payment history for you. And payment history is 35% of your credit score. So this can help you, even if you had bad payment history in the past with other accounts. By adding this positive payment history, it can help you increase your credit score by adding more on-time payments in that category. Now, using a service like Rental Kharma can really help you because report those on-time payments within 3 days. So you're able to get that positive payment history reporting on your credit report. They even have an actual gauge on their website where you can see, where they can tell you the average of where your credit score will be once your history reports. Now, with Rental Kharma, it being an aged account, they state that they can report all your on-time payments from the date you actually moved into that unit. So if you've been living there for 20 years, they can report that whole time of history, which is very unique because many other services cannot do that. Now, with Rental Kharma, they do report to TransUnion and Equifax. And so with those 2 bureaus, you can see a significant increase in your credit score by using that aged account. Another option that you can use to increase your credit score is piggybacking. So being added on as an authorized user to someone else's account. Now, with this to work for you, you want to make sure that person utilization is below 30% on that credit card, and you want them to have that longer payment history. Now, the reason why, even with the aged account and with piggybacking, you want to make sure if you're over that 700 credit score that you want that longer age of credit on those accounts. That's why rent reporter accounts work really well, and also authorized users for people over that 700 credit score to really help you with that age of credit. Now, if you're under that 700 credit score, it is not as important for age of credit for you. And those authorized user accounts can really help skyrocket your credit report. So if you're on either side, this can be a free way for you to increase your credit score without getting a hard inquiry in the process. Now, what you want to make sure, if that person is going to add you on, they need to find out what the report date of that credit card they're going to add you on to is from your actual credit card companies that they have their relationships with. Now, they want to make sure that they're beating that report date. That report date is when the actual credit card companies are reporting the balance and that credit history to the three major credit bureaus. You want to make sure that they get your social security number, and you want to use that person's current address. So when that card comes in the mail, they can actually have peace of mind that you don't have that card, and that line of credit can report faster. They must make sure, though, that they activate that credit card so you can see that on your credit report. So those are some strategies that you can see that 100-point increase in that 72-hour window if you have to do something really quickly and you want to get that car loan, that apartment, or even that job so you can skyrocket your credit report. So if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section. But if you have more detailed questions for me, you can go to my website and all your questions go directly to my cell phone. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.